That's it, yeah.
So
maybe your architect
next.
will know.
So the next witness is Phil Jordan, who's the architect. I understand from Mr. Jordan that he's licensed in New Jersey and a number of other states. I'll ask him to confirm that and ask him whether he's responsible for the preparation of these documents and is familiar with them.
Thank you. My name is Phil Jordan, and I am licensed in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Virginia, and a couple of other states that are a little farther away. Our office worked on this. I am not the project architect on it. I am the principal who oversaw it, so hopefully I'll be able to answer every one of your questions. If not, and you can bear with me, I can get it for you, usually by just using my phone to tap into some files. But it's a small project, so I think I'll be okay. What we've got here is we're showing you what's existing and what's proposed. So in this area here, we've now got 2 overhead doors and a door into the office space, and then an old wooden type of a storefront, which we, on the side facing Alexander, we want to turn into having an overhead door, one overhead door that will be into the car wash, which Tom had talked a little bit about, is not a commercial car wash. It's for prepping vehicles. And what we've got inside is a vacuum cleaner, like a central vac in that area. We've got a boom that has a hose on it so that they can wash it down. But it is not a mechanical one, and it is not going to be high volume. So as a car is being returned, they bring it in here, they clean it up, and then they take it out. Generally speaking, too, there won't be many cars here because the idea is that they want the cars out on the street earning money, so they turn them around quite quickly. So this area here, we then start introducing regular storefronts to give the staff inside a view of the whole parking lot and can follow the activity going on. With our main entrance is now going to be right here. On the side of the building, facing Faculty Road, we've got the smaller storefront that is made of wood and old, and then there were 2 bathrooms here that we are now closing up this area, or closing it down to be just the storefronts here and the storefront here, which again will give the staff a full view of the lot. The rear of the lot basically stays the same. We're going to go and stucco the whole building, so we're going to clean that up. So we'll stucco the back side, but it, for all intents and purposes, just remains the same. And then the side we will be closing up and stuccoing this wall. So these are the 2 sides. One faces the adjacent building, and one faces the rear of the building. Oh, I think I had it, didn't I? There you go. Okay, so here's the interior layout. You can see, excuse me, that this will be the wash bay. We will be removing the slab in there and putting in a trench drain, which is then tied into the oil-water separator before it exits out to the street. And then we are closing up the other service bay that was there, and this will give us the area for the area manager, handicap accessible restroom, some storage, a closet for storage and their LAN, and then over here will be the open office where as you walk in there'll be a place to sit and wait. There'll be a customer service desk with some support behind it like printers and stuff like that, and then behind that will be a few workstations for the staff that's there. And then there's going to be a small attic space where the mechanical systems are going to go. And like Tom had said, we are then going to have in the back with some bollards around it the compressor for the air conditioning unit. This is the signage that we're looking to do on the property. This is on the old site plan. So if you can bear with me, what we've got is we're getting rid of the existing pylon sign and putting a monument sign here, and we're going to stay back the setback of 8 feet from the street and from the property line. On here, it shows it starting to straddle into the parking space. But if you remember from what Tom was showing in the change here, this was increased to be a larger island, and so the sign will be on the island. And then the other sign that we're doing is really actually taking the one that we had on the side, which was 2 by 10, which is conforming, and we're moving it to the front. We had actually had a smaller sign on the front, and remove that one completely and just putting the sign across the front. And then we're going to use, at the recommendation of the advisory board, the existing soffit lighting that's protected. You can't see the source. Will downlight onto that sign. So that will not be internally lit, and we will have...
So you have just one sign on the, what I would call the front of the building?
Yes.
Not on either side?
Not on either side, just the front and just the monument
and then
sign.
a standing sign in the parking area?
We'll show those to you. We have them to look at.
Oh, you're going to show us that?
Let's go to the next slide.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the sign, the conforming sign here, and then we'll have lighting in the soffit here to illuminate that, so it will not be internally lit. And the monument sign, okay, well, this gives you the actual size of the sign. Okay, so here's the monument sign, and like I was indicating, this island is actually going to come out and back past here, so it is not sitting in here like it's showing here. And it's 7.5 square feet, and if you go to the next one, you can see that we will light it from below. So it will not be internally illuminated.
Go back one slide. It's interesting that the sign to the rear that you can see for 262, that black one, is a university sign. And it's
How high is that off the ground? I can't read the numbers on...
Oh, the top of it is 6 feet.
Oh.
6 feet. 6 feet. 6 feet.
6
feet.
6 0.
To the top?
Yes.
Okay.
The point being that the university sign is similar in size and closer to the road, but that's the idea was to mimic that in size.
Yeah.
And here was the old sign that we originally were proposing to use and changed. We were going to put the enterprise was going to put their sign on that pole, but that is no longer what we are requesting. We're looking to do the monument sign.
Questions of the architect?
Do we have a question?
All right. Last witness is Mr. Frisbee, who is with Enterprise.
I just wanted to speak to the nature of our business and what we plan on doing at the site. Essentially, our mode of business is renting cars, and obviously we don't have any major trucks or anything hauling cars into the site. Essentially how we get our vehicles on site is we open up and we have a reservation. We'll get cars from the local site down the road from us, and as time goes on, you grow. We'll never have more than 7 or 8 cars on a lot at any given time, based on our business model of keeping cars on the road, doing callbacks and things of that nature to make sure that we keep up with the renters and know when they're coming back and when those cars will be scheduled to go back on the road again. With the train station in close proximity will be we'd like to say a nice convenience to the community to add rental vehicles in the area. I want to, I guess, open up to some questions if you have anything for me.
You had a question that we want to answer from before about the volume of trash you might have and the way you could dispose of it.
Yeah, so I mean, our locations, it's basically our employees. As far as any recycling goes, we can open up to any recycling program that the township may suggest, but generally we have recycle bins at all of our locations where where basically it's a program that we started in the Enterprise group, the Philadelphia group, which we're part of, and the drivers come and transport that to a central location at Essington Avenue in Philadelphia where things get recycled.
The number